describe a situation where you felt you had not communicated well. How did you correct the situation?
Okay, communications. Okay, so I had a misunderstanding with my coworker. Obviously, she gave me this order to finish. She has been working on it. So I took it over. I worked really hard and I finalized it and I submitted to my manager. And he was very not happy about it. And I said, why did you come up like this? And then I told him, well, Linda was working on it and I just helped her to finish it. And obviously we're talking about a different thing. So I stayed overnight, worked really hard to finish our work. And next time we try to work at the same time, have lots of meeting together and just make sure that we are on the same page. And I don't think we made the same mistake.
So you weren't happy at the end because you had to do all the work.
Yeah, well, she doesn't work too much, so.
Okay. Okay. And so if you had to do another project with her, how would you make the situation better?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, so she doesn't like me to call her after work hours. So I sent her an email just to highlight what I've done so far. And as soon as she's just come back to the office, I tell her, this is what I did. Are you sure this is what we wanted to submit to Mike? And if she agrees, then I submit it. If not, we can work on it.
When you had to communicate well with somebody, your answer was just give it to me. Like give me the task and I'll do it myself.
Mhm.
And a lot of times that isn't the answer to a problem. And so from my perspective, if I was going to hire you, I'm going to think that, oh, you're just going to take on everything and you're not going to have time to do all the other stuff.
Mhm, mhm.
Right. So like, where is he going to start to communicate with people and try to make sure the job is split evenly?
Right. Mhm.
Right. When questions are answered, you also, as an interviewer, I also look at the underlining, like, what is that person going to be like in my company?
Mhm,
Is
mhm.
he going to be one who's going to be here from 9 a.m. to 10 o'clock? Because he'll just say, just give it to me and I'll do it. Right. And then is he going to burn out? Or is he going to quit because he finds it's too much work? So it's more of what I find with his answer is more of the underlining of that he really didn't communicate what needed to be done. He was just more of give it to me and let me do it.
Actually, this question was specifically highlighting the communication skills, right? But not only the communication skills. On my story, I actually talk about how I, email her, call her, but it also had collaboration skills and problem solving skills and adaptabilities, right? That they wanted to actually see you that you are a team player and how would you communicate with others pleasantly, right? But I was like, okay, just give it to me, I get the work done.
Yeah.
And so that sort of attitude is something that company would appreciate, right?
Yep. Totally. Definitely agree with that. Okay, so in my current position, I work with over 3,000 volunteers. I work, my portfolio is the BC province, and I deal with that many volunteers. My correspondence, because of the time difference, my correspondence is all through email. And you guys know how email, when you read something, you might perceive it differently from what someone else is trying to type, right? So through my emails, I had one treasurer, much elderly lady, and she was new to volunteering in this position that she's acquired. One of the things is it was explaining a situation of how things are supposed to be processed. And after 2 emails going back and forth, in explaining the procedures and providing her with documents on step-by-step instructions, she still didn't understand the procedures because she was still inputting mistakes. After the 2 emails back and forth, I decided to give her a phone call and get her online and go through it step by step, and for her to share her screen with me so that I can point out where things were, how to be processed and where things should be inputted and so forth. So showing her and getting her to write it down and providing her the documents gave her a better insight and knowledge of what to do. And so that's how my communication with her was rectified, is that I find that sometimes, depending on the person, you need to find a different way of communicating with them, as email wasn't working with her. And that's how I resolved my issue with her. And it worked out well because now I don't have any problems with her.
Great.